plain old play sand. You get it at Home Depot, Lowe's, or whatever for like $4 a bag. What you want to do is get you a little sifter and El Bucketo and sift it out. Because with this sand, there's actually some decent sized little stones and pebbles and stuff in there that will clog up your sander. So you just want to sift that out, or your sandblaster rather. You want to sift all those out and have that nice fine sand. See, we don't want all that crap. Okay, so looking for gold over here, and then I'll actually sift it again. Do it a couple times in case anything had kind of made its way through that shouldn't have. The moment we've all been waiting for. My high dollar, perfect, state-of-the-art sandblaster. So, the name of this channel is the Bostonian Redneck Experience. Obviously from my accent, you can see the Bostonian part. This is a little bit of the redneck part. This is my high dollar, fancy, state-of-the-art sandblaster. Boom, there it is. So what I have is just a $5 blowgun that I picked up at Harbor Freight for, I think it was right around $5. Gold Peak tea bottle, shameless plug, that stuff's awesome. It can be any kind of sports drink, anything with a wider. I tried doing it on just a regular water bottle at first, and the plastic was real thin. It didn't work out so well. This is a little bit thicker, so a Gatorade, Powerade, something like that works real well. Use a 3/16 drill bit to just drill straight through. And then I actually saw this on King of Random. Great channel, check him out, all kinds of cool stuff. Now what they did was actually filed a small hole in the bottom of this tube. I tried doing that and it was a giant pain in the butt. So I just got a metal blade on my jigsaw and was able to just cut about a ½ inch or so hole in the bottom of this tube. Hook it up to standard air compressor. That's mine, you know. It doesn't have to be anything, you know, real big. That little joker works just fine for everything I need. And then what you do is start blowing your air, turn your bottle upside down. Due to that hole in the bottom of the tube, it'll slowly feed the sand through your blowgun as air is passing through, giving you just the right amount to be blasting. The sand, the blowgun, and the tea bottle cost me a total of about 10, 11 bucks. And it works incredibly well, as you will see. So, what we do, unscrew the cap, get your bucket of sand, and then just fill it up. You don't have to fill it up all the way. I do about a half, maybe a little more. You know, if you need to stop and refill, that's no big deal. In the middle of what you're doing, that's no problem at all. Now, a couple tricks is, for one, before you start sanding, you hit your trigger, let the air start flowing, then flip it over. When you're done, flip it back down before releasing off the trigger. If not, you're just gonna dump a bunch of sand. Now, this makes a mess. I mean, this is putting out some sand, which is good, that's what you want. So just make sure you're in an area that you don't mind getting a dang mess. My whole shop's a mess, so it don't bother me none. But I am gonna build some sort of box or contraption or something to put whatever I'm working on inside, just so I can recollect the sand and reuse it. Because, you know, ain't no sense in wasting stuff that you can use time and time again. I've been doing it. I've been sweeping it up off the floor as best I can, sifting it right back in the bucket. So, I mean, you can get quite a few projects done out of a 50-pound bag of sand that costs you $4. All right, so I'm gonna hook up my compressor and we're gonna get rolling on it. All right, so I know this looks incredibly creepy and I apologize for that, but I only have an extension cord running to my shop, so I cannot run my air compressor and lights and everything else off of it. So I got the compressor hooked up, and it is 9 o'clock at night, actually New Year's Eve. So a few hours and it'll be 2020. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. God bless, be safe. So, like I said, we're gonna do this in the dark, so I know this ain't the strangest thing you've ever done in the dark, so all right, here we go. Safety first. Like I said before, this thing throws a lot of sand. The last thing you want to do is catch it in the old peeps. Ooh. So I got my goggles. I got my sweet Patriots buff. So I look like I'm either ready to hit the slopes, rob a bank, or do some sandblasting. I choose sandblasting. So check it out. What do you guys think? It looks pretty good. I don't really see anywhere I want to do some touch-ups. I know it's not real bright, so it's kind of tough to see, but maybe right here a little bit. Maybe a little bit on that E. That's fireworks you're hearing in the background. I'm not in Baghdad or nothing. By the way, God bless the troops. Pray for a safe return and a Happy New Year. Alright guys, I'm kind of happy with this. Let's see. I should still have a little bit of juice left in the compressor. As you can see, it makes a mess. I got sand all over the place. But I'm gonna sweep it up and reuse. Alright, so I'm gonna set this back up on the cutting ponies, clean it off, and we shall reveal. Okay, here we go. Just a moment of truth. Start revealing. Okay, so what I did here was there's a few lines that I want to make a little sharper. So I taped up all around. You can see right here, I want to get that filled in a little bit. So I just taped around where I want, circled it so I remember, because I'm not going to be able to do this until tomorrow when there's light. And so that's that. A couple areas that I just want to touch up with the sandblaster. So now I have the glass taped all the way around, and I'm going to start painting the frame. Easy enough. I have my cheap old black paint. Toss some on a paper towel as a little paint tray. My handy dandy brush-a-do. Start slathering away. Okay, so we have the frame painted out. Came out pretty nice. Just a flat black. Nothing too extreme or fancy with it. Just wanted to kind of change that up. I'm going to fix my lines with the sandblaster and just put the finishing touches on. Okay, so I touched up my lines with the sandblaster. Came out okay. I think I learned that you're really better off just doing your very best on the first go around, because it's really tough to redo your line, so to speak. So it came out okay, but I know next time that just have to take a little more time with the initial outline and, you know, kind of get it right the first time. And also that the blue painter's tape works exceptionally well. I went ahead and put a second coat of black paint along the frame just because why not? I have it, it's cheap, docking it up a little bit. Now I'm going to put a clear coat of polyurethane around that frame to try to get it a little bit of a shine and protect that wood. So I like using the Varathane. This stuff is great. One coat can really put a shine on a lot of things. I use this for a ton of my projects, which you'll see in other videos. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my little sponge brush. These work real well when it comes to this. You can get a pack of them at Harbor Freight for $4, I think, something like that. Come in all different sizes and all that. This one is actually gonna be perfect for this application. So I'm gonna use the little guy, and then we will check out how it looks after. So I put the coat of varnish on it, came out pretty well. I like it, got it all cleaned up, and now we are ready to see the finished product. I hope you guys are excited as I am. Check it out. Okay, so this was our little template that we started out with. We had an old mirror that was given to me that I decided to do something with. It was painted purple around the frame and just kind of your standard regular old mirror. And this is what we created. We now have a beautiful black frame that turned out very nice. Our logo etched in glass on it. I'm trying to get it to where you don't have to see me. I think it came out pretty well. There's a few imperfections naturally that whenever I make something, I always really focus more on the imperfections because I know it. People always say, well, you know, I wouldn't see that, or I didn't even know that was there until you pointed it out. But typically, the ones who make the stuff are the biggest critics. So you're probably the same way with some of your projects, but I think it turned out pretty nice, especially for the price. This cost pretty much $0. So I hope you guys had fun with this video, maybe learned something. If you have any kind of tips that could help me out with future projects, please. I'm always needing to figure out better ways, or, you know, just different ways of doing stuff. I by no means am an expert. I'd love to have your comments. And since you're already watching this, go ahead and hit like and subscribe so I can make some more videos. Leave comments, you know, upcoming stuff you might want to see. Like I said, comments, helpful hints, man, I'll take it all. I appreciate it. So guys, until next time, this is the Bostonian Redneck, reminding you that if I could do it, you sure as hell can. Until next time, be safe and God bless.